Welcome to Tea Time on Time Warner Cable Sports. I'm Doug Lonstrom, your host, also a golf historian. Got a very special show from Quechee, Vermont. A little different. We're venturing away from the Capital District. Quechee's near Woodstock, Vermont, and just across the Connecticut River from Lebanon, New Hampshire, and Dartmouth College. A wonderful area. Also, it's an easy and beautiful drive from the capital region. You could buy land here, a condo or a home, but you can also vacation here. They've got 2 great golf courses. It's like playing in heaven. They've also got tennis, skiing, kids programs, great dining, and lots of other amenities. All right, of course, we'll have our History Minute, our Mystery Minute, our Golf Term, a rule and a tip by the pro. But first, I had a chance to chat with Ken Young. He's the general manager. He's also the chief operating officer of this great resort community.
We're very lucky here. We're a 4-season community. We have a great ski hill, which offers a quad chair, a tow rope, and a T-bar. We have a great tennis facility that has 8 hard-true courts and 3 all-weather courts. We have a Murphy Farm property, which offers a farmhouse, an old authentic farmhouse. We do a lot of weddings and events on that property. We also have Lake Pineo, which offers a beach house, a sand beach, and a beautiful 50-acre lake to swim in. Then we have our indoor-outdoor pools, and we have a complete recreation department, which offers a children's camp throughout the summer months.
Now, which of these amenities can the public use and which do you have to be a landowner?
Our restaurant and our ski hill are open to the public. People can come and just use the restaurant, or they can come and pay a daily fee on the ski hill. Our golf courses, our health club, which I failed to mention earlier, we have a wonderful health club and a aerobic studio with that. And our other facilities, you have to be a renter or a member.
I've dined here many times, and besides the beautiful dining, the food is excellent.
Oh, thank you. We have a great executive chef, and we have a wonderful food and beverage team.
Okay. Now, how does someone become a landowner? I guess you can either have a home site, a condo, or a home here on this property.
Yes, to be a member of the QuecheeClub, and we all are Quechee Lakes Landowners Association. To become a member, you have to own a property. You have to be a landowner, and that means either owning a condo. We have a lot of different condos here, a lot of different varieties. We have beautiful home sites, or you can just buy a home lot, a building lot. Once you do that, you automatically become a member.
And many people, we're from the Capital District in New York, and many people there have homes here or lots here and so on. I've known several over my lifetime.
Absolutely. We're predominantly a second home community. Only about 30% of our residents live here year-round. And the rest come from predominantly Massachusetts, but we certainly have Connecticut, New York, and California, and Illinois. And we have a large contingency from Puerto Rico and the Bahamas. They love our summer. It's much more conducive than their summers down there.
I love playing against those guys from the Bermuda. They're funny guys.
They're great guys. Bermuda.
Now, if you're not a landowner, you can use these amenities by having a vacation here.
Yes, absolutely. Many of our members who either winter or summer here, and the season they're not here, they rent their homes. And all renters have the availability of using the facilities.
Now, what gives you the most satisfaction of your job?
I've always loved my job. I've been in the club industry over 38 years, and I've worked from Ohio to Pennsylvania to Connecticut, but moving here to Quechee was somewhat of a dream come true. It's a wonderful community. When I came here, I fell in love with the club and the community and the people, and we bought a home here within the community.
So you're not only general manager, but you're an owner and a member as well.
Absolutely.
Now, you've got some big plans for next year. Tell us about those.
We certainly do. We're very excited. We did have a little bit of a downturn next year with the tropical storm Irene came through and did quite a bit of damage. We've just gone through a $4.3 million renovation. Our Lakeland course has been completely redone. All of the greens have been replaced. All of the bunkers and the fairways have all been reseeded. Our Highland course, we started on that project a couple years ago, and beginning in 2013, both our golf courses will be completely new greens, some will have new fairways, but all the bunkering has been redone and all the drainage has been improved throughout the courses. We really plan on opening up in 2013, and we're going to have an exciting set of golf courses to offer our membership and the public.
Well, my suggestion is people don't have to wait till 2013. If you want a great fall vacation, come here this fall. It's absolutely stunning here in the fall.
It certainly is. Nothing like the leaves in Vermont. It's great. We see all the bus tours come through and all the people coming. I always say, come up in my yard. I have plenty of leaves for you if you'd like to take some leaves home.
Ken, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
The History Minute on Tea Time this week is the history of the QuecheeClub. Actually, it's not a country club. It's a private landowners association. To belong, you must own a home site, a home, or a condo. It's on 5,000 beautiful acres, 10 square miles. There's over 1,300 owners. It's near Woodstock, Vermont, and Lebanon, New Hampshire. Lots to do in this area. The Ottaquechee River runs right through the middle of the property. Ottaquechee means swift mountain stream. I like that name. It's kind of neat. 1970, it was formed to manage the common land and the amenities, and lots of amenities it has. Clubhouse was built in 1974. It's got dining rooms, pool, squash, health club, much more. 2 great golf courses. Jeffrey Cornish and Brian Silva designed them. They had great land to work with, trees, ponds, pastures, ravines. There's skiing. There's a chairlift, 7 trails, cross country, also a ski school. They got tennis courts, 11 in total, 8 of them hard true. They have kids programs on the lake. Absolutely wonderful. It's a private lake. This is like a 4-season private resort. I really recommend this place.
Tea Time on Time Warner Cable Sports is brought to you by Wells Fargo Advisors. Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Quechee Club. My name is Steve Rogers. I am the head golf professional. Today we're going to, for your Tea Time tip of the week, we are going to discuss alignment and how it pertains to the final outcome of every golf shot. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Mr. Dave Burrell, one of our longtime standing members here at the Quechee Club. David and I are going to work on today his alignment on this challenging par 3. We're also going to speak to the fact that squareness of impact is vitally important, as well as setting to the target is as vitally important to the success of the golf shot. I'm going to set David in a good, positive setup position. Actually, I'm going to let David set himself first, and then I'm going to correct David to the target. In the interim, hopefully we find that David's able to swing down his body line, and we're going to get a much better result. Bear with us as we set Mr. Burrell to the target. Our yellow flag is certainly the target there on the back portion of the green. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put an alignment stick down at David's feet. And I think if we get a shot down the line here, you'll see that his feet are quite a bit right of the target instantaneously. So that's the first part of the program. We've got to get his feet set correctly. And I'm telling you, it's going to be somewhere about right there. So I'll have David preset his feet again. Great. And then once that happens, we certainly want to have the feeling that our hands, arms, and shoulders are going to drape down from our shoulder sockets. That'll help him prepare his hips and his shoulders, most importantly, to the line that's at his feet. So right at the moment, his toes, hips, and shoulders are all parallel to the target. Further, to make sure that his club face angle is correct, we want to put another shaft down and practice with a shaft, mind you, perpendicular to the line. And once that happens, he can now practice proper alignment on all golf shots. So it's going to look something like that. He has a line for his club face angle. His body is set to the target properly. And in a perfect world, the golf ball flies at the target. There you go.
I'm here with Steve Rogers, the head professional of the Quechee Club. He just gave us our tip of the week. I've been playing in the member guest here for over 30 years, and this is a dramatic place to play golf. There are 2 18-hole golf courses. Behind us is the 17th. It's absolutely stunning here, but they are different. Give us the characteristics between the 2 courses.
And the characteristics, Doug, simply come out of the names themselves. The Highland Golf Course is laid out in the top of the valley with a lot of challenging altitude golf shots. And perception of local knowledge is very, very important when it comes to club selection on the Highland Golf Course itself. The Lakeland Golf Course is laid out on the valley floor. It has a lot of demanding shots over water, and certainly the wind tends to blow a heck of a lot harder down on that 18 holes. We have hosted the New England Open here for 17 years, up until about 10 years ago. And pros from all over the country certainly pick up the phone on a daily basis to call me to get their groups out here to play golf at Queechee.
What tips would you give someone coming here to play?
I would certainly suggest that you do your homework with the club selection. I think that's probably the biggest thing on most of our par threes. They are probably the most challenging group of par threes that I know of in the Northeast. They average from the tips about 200 yards, and some are over 240. Our large greens here at Queechee are very receptive, and I think that's why a lot of players love coming to Queechee, is because of the size of the greens. And it enables us to have, especially on Tournament Sunday, has some very neat selections as far as pin placements are concerned. Our bunkers are very forgiving, and certainly the layout itself lends itself to a lot of folks having a great time at Queechee when they arrive.
I have one other suggestion. For someone who comes here, they should bring their camera because the views are spectacular.
No doubt about it, and certainly the fall is a great time to come to Queechee. After Labor Day, with the foliage, it is spectacular, and it tends to be an overwhelming shot. The golf seems to take a back seat, and everybody's worried about where's the next picture coming from.
Steve, thanks for joining us.
Doug, thank you very much.
The tee time term this week is compression. It's a term that's misunderstood and misused. To compress the ball means to change its shape. When the club hits the ball, it flattens out that side. The shape is changed. Actually, compression scales run from 0 to 200. A 200 ball has no compression. A 0 ball has 0.2 of an inch. That's not a lot. Most balls are 80, 90, or 100 compression. Notice they're in the middle of the range between 0 and 200. The lower the number, the softer the ball. If you have a slow swing speed, you want a lower compression ball. An 80 compression ball compresses more than 100. When rubber bands were the main ingredient of a ball, compression was a measure of quality. The tighter the rubber bands, the higher the quality of the ball. Not true with modern balls anymore. They don't have rubber bands in them. Notice that the ball is the only equipment you use on all shots. You use the driver about 14 times. If you shoot 90, you've got about 40 shots to the green, assuming 36 putts. Driver distance doesn't vary very much, about 5 yards between drivers and balls, not a lot of difference. So what you're going to look for is feel versus distance. How do you hit the ball? What kind of spin? How high do you hit it? Are you looking for control? The best thing to do is to start at the green and work backwards to the tee. Look for consistency, not compression. Pick one ball that works for you and stick with it.